Ah, a wonderful day in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing to do except watch the seagulls as they.
In November of last year, my partner and I went to the Right Whale Festival in Fernandina Beach. The purpose of the festival was to get people involved within their local community, informing people about beach cleanups. There were educational booths, live music, a skating competition. But while we were walking around, I came across this guy. The company that sells these decorative pieces is called BioSole, and they are based in Kenya, a country in East Africa. The company hosts massive beach cleanups where they collect debris and trash. The flip-flops they find are turned into sculptures. They're made by gluing the flip-flops together and then cutting and sanding them down to shape. They sell a variety of sculptures, carved to look like various animals and other popular ornamental items that would look well in every single beach-themed Floridian bathroom. While exploring their website, I noticed something odd. One of these things is not like the other. The origin of BioSole is a bit mysterious. One anecdote found on the company website tells a story about how the founder, Julia Church, became inspired one day while observing the local children collecting flip-flops along the beach and making them into small toys. Miss Church is then said to have encouraged the mothers of these children to sell their trinkets in the local marketplace as a way to produce income for their family. The company is a non-profit organization that does a good job at compensating their workers and creating job opportunities for hundreds of Kenyans in the region. Ms. Church founded the company with the spirit of creating a difference within the local community concerning the issue of pollution in the ocean.
Most of the marine debris is plastic. Now it breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces, the hard pieces that we collected today. Those actually are the most dangerous. They get into the bird chain, they get into the food chain, we end up eating them. A plastic is actually an organic polymer, so its stem is organic, but there are all these compounds which have been added, and it's those compounds that are now putting toxins back into the sea and back into our food chain. People need to understand recycling, understand where their waste is actually going.
BioSole not only sells sculptures, but they also aid in reproducing the philosophy of sustainability, first discovered by the ingenious and resourceful children who found a use for trash and turned it into treasure. Our relationship with our discarded waste must be re-examined if we are to quell the disastrous effects of plastic pollution in the ocean's ecosystems, as this small community in Kenya has done. But there's something that still doesn't sit quite well with me. The sculptures that the artists produce are, like I mentioned earlier, decorative. And while there's nothing wrong with decorative sculpture, I can imagine that these models are limiting to the artists and their self-expression. The intention of these sculptures is to be sold in beach boutiques and surf shops. The subject of the sculpture must then fit the demographic of people who shop at these stores. Even though the company sends a wonderful message to Floridians all the way from Kenya, the company should also create opportunities for the artists to exercise their own creative liberties when it comes to their sculptures, as the children did, making toys along the beach.